Chullin Daf Ayin Ches, we're starting a brand new perek, Oisev es Benoi, which is an Isser to Shecht, a mother and her offspring on the same day. Some say even a father and his offspring on the same day. The Isser is Einish Kares. The Isser applies even if you shecht the offspring first and then the parent, and even if two separate people do it, the second person who shechts the second animal of the pair gets Malchus. We're going to be discussing Chullin inside the Azara and Hegdish Karbanis that are shechted outside of the Azara. If you shecht Chullin inside the Azara, you don't get an Einish. However, the Chullin is Asur B'Achila, you're not allowed to eat it. If you shecht Kachim outside of the Beis HaMikdash, you get Kares and Malchus. And in addition, you're not allowed to eat the animal. If you shecht, and here's a very interesting halach, if you shecht a mother, and the offspring, let's say, is kachim, that same day, the kachim is removed from the offspring, because you have an isra of oises benoi. That's what we call mechusar zman. The second carbon, it's not in its right time, since you cannot halachically shecht the second one, so it's no longer kachim. You don't get an avera of kachim today, but you'd get the avera of oisev es benoi. Says the Mishnah, oisev es benoi is even in Chutz La'aretz, even in America, you're not allowed to shecht a mother and her offspring on the same day, even in a time when there's no Beis HaMikdash. So really we have four possibilities here. We have Chullin and Kachim, we have inside the Beis HaMikdash and outside of the Beis HaMikdash. And now we're going to have a very, very interesting Mishnah where the Mishnah goes through all 12 possibilities and combinations of Chullin and Hegdish inside and outside of the Beis HaMikdash, and we'll go through them one by one with these pictures. The first case is if both animals are Chullin outside the Beis HaMikdash. So the first one is 100% mutter to shecht because it's Chullin, that's what we do every day. The second one is, and you're really allowed to eat it. The second one is a problem because he's shechting oisev es benoi. It's not a problem that's outside, the problem is oisev es benoi, and therefore you are allowed to eat it. The oisev es benoi doesn't ask her to eat, but you will get malchus. Only one person gets malchus. The second case is both animals are kachim and you shechted them outside. So now the first one, number one, has a big problem because you shechted kachim outside, you get kares and malchus. The second one is not kachim anymore because it's mechus zman. Since you shechted the first one, you can't shecht the second one. So the second one you get malchus only for oisev es benoi. The third case is if both animals are chullin and they're inside the Beis HaMikdash. You're not allowed to shecht chullin inside the Beis HaMikdash, but you don't get an einish. But you cannot eat it. So the first guy doesn't get malchus. The second guy gets malchus because he shechted oisev es benoi, and therefore you can't eat it because it's inside the Beis HaMikdash. Both of them you can't eat. Chullin inside the Beis HaMikdash, you're not allowed to eat. The fourth case, if both animals are kachim inside the Beis HaMikdash, the first one is perfect, no isser, it's a mitzvah. The second one, the problem is it's not kachim because it's mechusar zman because you shechted the first one, but it is oisev es benoi, so you'll get only malchus because of oisev es benoi. The fifth case, chullin and kachim outside. So the chullin part is perfect. You're allowed to shecht chullin outside, no aver. The second one, kachim outside, it's not a problem for kachim because it's mechusar zman. It's a problem because of oisev es benoi, you get only malchus. The sixth case, kachim and chullin outside. So now you started with kachim. That's a big no-no. For that you get kares and malchus. The second carbon is only chullin outside, so you get malchus, but you're allowed to eat that carbon. With the first one, you're not allowed to eat. The seventh case, chullin and kachim inside. So you're not allowed to shecht chullin inside, but you don't get punished. The second one is not kachim because it's mechusar zman, but you'll get malchus. So basically, the second guy gets malchus. You cannot eat both of the karbanos. The eighth case, kachim and chullin inside. Kachim inside is perfect. You're allowed to shecht the carbon inside the Beis HaMikdash. The problem is the chullin inside. The chullin, you only get malchus for oisev es benoi, and you're not allowed to eat it because you shecht the chullin inside the Beis HaMikdash. The ninth case is chullin outside and inside. So the chullin that you shechted outside is perfect. Chullin that you shechted inside, you don't get an einish for the shechting inside, but you get an einish for oisev es benoi. The 10th case, kachim outside and inside. Shechting kachim outside, you get kares and malchus. Shechting inside, you only get malchus for oisev es benoi, but not for kachim because it's mechusar zman. 11th case, chullin inside and outside. The chullin inside is no good, but you don't get punished for it, but you're not allowed to eat it. The chullin outside, you are over of oisev es benoi, but you're allowed to eat it. The 12th and final case is kachim inside, perfect, and the kachim outside, you will get malchus only for oisves benoi, and you're not allowed to eat it. Now let's go back to the Gemara. So the first pasuk tells us about this halacha mechus zman, that you're not allowed to shecht an animal when it's up until it's 8 days old. And the Torah uses the lashon shar oy se, oy kesef. So it says both the shar you see in red. A second later, the next pasuk talks about oisves benoi. Says the Gemara, from the fact that it says vav, and the vav connects to two psukim, so we know that the first pasuk is talking about kachim, so the second pasuk is also talking about kachim, and the fact that it says shar and se again, so we know it's talking about chullin as well, so we know chullin and kachim. The isser of oisves benoi is also by klaim, so if you have a hybrid of a goat and a sheep, you're not allowed to shecht the mother and the offspring the same day. I would think that maybe you have to shecht shar se and their offspring. In other words, you have to shecht 4 animals in order to be over. And that says the Gemara, no, it says the word benoi, singular, it's a parent and their offspring. I would think maybe you have to shecht 3, let's say an ox plus a sheep and its offspring. For that the Gemara says, it says oisai, singular, that only 2. Now according to Hananya, as we're going to see later, that he uses the oisai to teach us that even a father and its offspring is asur, he uses the word oisai. So the word oisai is not extra. So according to him, you have to say that any time the Torah says 2 things like shar se, you put in automatically by yourself, you put in the word oisai. For instance, by mekalel aviv v'imay, we know that you don't have to curse both a father and a mother. So the Torah doesn't need to say that when the Torah ish kikal aviv v'imay, it's either or, says Chananya. Now, the Rabbi Yoshe learns from the fact that the Torah puts the word klala by the father and then the word klala by the mother. That's how I know that it's either or, but I wouldn't know it on our own. So Hanani would take that drasha that Rabbi Yoshe just said and learn from there that you're not allowed to curse. It's the right to curse your parents after they are dead. Now the question is oisai ubenoi also with a father, even though the word oisai is masculine, it's a zachar, but we say it certainly means in a keva. Does it also mean a zachar? A father and his offspring, you're not allowed to shecht in one day. So Chacham learn oisai means either or, either the father or the mother. So which one is it? They say it makes a lot more sense to say it's the mother, because we find by Shiluach Hakan that mitzvah only applies to a mother, like the Torah keeps on saying, Ima, that it's talking about a mother over there, and Memela, in our pasuk, it's also referring to the mother. And in addition to that, even if we don't learn from Shiluach Hakan, since it says benoi, it means a kid that's connected to their parent. Especially when it comes to animals, the offspring are a lot more connected to the mother. They nurse from them, and they're taken care of by the mother. So they're more connected to the mother. Makes more sense that we're talking about an isser of shechting a mother and her offspring. Now Chananya says, since it says oisai, and it also says benoi, oisai would mean either or, and benoi, oisai would mean the father. Sorry, oisai would mean zachar, oisai, not oisa, and benoi would mean the one that he's connected to the most, which is the mother. So therefore, this isser of oisai benoi, according to Chananya, applies to both a father and a mother and their offspring. Have a wonderful day.